Oh, sorry, take the pin out. The pin's coming out.
The pin comes up.
That comes around. Make sure that's locked in. And it's back to there. That lines up, and then that is it.
That's all that holds the mast in place then?
Yeah. In a minute. If I line it up right. Yeah. It goes into that. In a minute. Right, just make sure.
Just in case I line
that went through there. And as you can see, that goes through there easy enough, so that should. That's gone. And then that taps down, but that's it, that taps down, then you open the little pin at the bottom. Then as you can see, it stays up with no shrouds.
That's it then, is it? Just,
okay,
just
and then I take this one. This is where it's set on here, okay. So if we leave the pins in on the one what is set, which we mustn't lose.
You mustn't lose.
No, don't lose them.
Where's the tackle board?
Hang on, let's do bit by bit, mate.
That's laying on the back of the truck. And that just goes
You
in
paying
like
attention today, Reese?
He knows how to do these. You can get all different pins. You can get different pins, what are quicker, what slide in, and there's so many little bits and pieces in the chandlery now. But the nice thing is, what you can do with this and you can't do on other boats, you have to hold the mast normally for this, but it's staying in place while you're doing it. You need somebody to hold it. That's why it's so easy to rig.
Feva can probably carry about 4 people.
That's what, if you go on YouTube they show them.
Yeah, although it's going to affect the stability and everything, Reese, I think me and you will probably be there.
I think 2's fine.
Yeah, I think 2's probably there.
Absolutely fine.
So you got these at the club then, you'll be doing your 4 in this, will you?
Yeah.
That's good then, get some practice in April, May time.
That little rat man rang me from the club.
Did
He said if it all fell through, ring me first.
Yeah.
But he said they got 7. He was telling me they got 7.
He obviously wasn't going to bid much higher on that, was he, by the look of it? He
No.
put his price on there,
No.
so...
Yeah, you know the little mirror dinghy I got rid of for the boy?
Yep.
My boy? That went to a reverend at Hailing Island.
You said about that?
Yeah, and he was, when he come to collect it, he reckoned his boat blew from the sailing club into the neighbour's tree.
I've got to see if this fits in the garage, hopefully it will do.
Right.
I've got some wood to cut up first though, Reese, got to clear that today.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of polishing will be done today myself. Right, the black one's the main.
I could hose it down today. Go to fit.
You pay attention on this first, because this is a bit more complicated than we've been used to, Reese.
Yeah,
Right, your red one is for your jib sail.
The red one's the jib.
And this is as easy as this. What you've got to keep remembering to do is untangle them all the time. But that's easy enough with these because they're not...
Big old mast on this, isn't it?
That's not that big.
It is from where, this is compared to what we've been...
Right.
So remember, Reese.
If you just tie that just with a little knot onto there, because that'll be ready to tie the jib onto, to pull the jib up.
like that.
Just for a sec, just loosely.
On there.
Yep.
This we don't want to even touch at the moment because that's the spinnaker.
The blue one's a bit spinnaker, is it?
And the spinnaker is so easy. The blue one.
Spinnaker's more for racing.
The end of the blue one will be tied. If you imagine you've put the spinnaker down the chute, just pulled it through in the chute, you've tied that onto the spinnaker, and that is the one what pulls it out. Okay, that'll pull it out of the chute, and when the spinnaker's out, there's you just tie when that pole comes out, you tie the spinnaker to the end there, You've pulled it up there, and then all you've got is your jib sheets. It's that
Right.
easy. Come round through here, through there, and there's your jib.
Okay.
But I'll show you how to do that in a minute.
Yeah,
Really
sure.
have
We'll
a-
show you the jib. And then we've got the boom.
Go on to there.
Boom. That's your kicking strap. So your boom just goes onto there, like that. And then that ties round to the other side, and that just holds it.
So-
that, I'll show you in a minute.
What do you clamp the boom? You got something to clamp the boom on, and I'll take it
Yeah.
in. Is it?
Yeah. This is your little kicking strap. Now, this is easy as this reach to the kicking strap.
Right. Goes on the front.
Look at that.
Straight on the front.
There we go.
So does it just
That's
stays
that.
loose, does it? It stays loose for it to
Tighten
move
it up
around.
once you sail.
Yeah.
You've got to have your sail on, then you can pull it down.
And you put it
tight.
down.
We'll drop the board in.
So when you're transporting it, you leave all the other ties and ropes on here all the time. You never take these out or
No,
anything?
I
or-
don't normally.
Yeah.
no.
Okay.
What I've done too, I kept it so you could put it in. I made sure last week I took the cover off and dried that so you could pop it in the car.
Okay. Yeah.
And obviously, the round side goes back, so the feathered edge is on the back
Yep.
end, and then that just drops into there, which the trailer's underneath at the moment, and then you just pop that over the top.
Over the
of
top
it.
one, it's to keep it
Okay.
down. Yep. That's fine.
But don't put standard board down in shallow
Not straight away when you launch it.
water.
And
No,
when
you're
you
paying
launch-
attention because you're going to have to rig one of these up in a few
when
weeks.
you launch it off the trailer, make sure you've got a painter or a rope on the front. Don't just push it off
Yeah.
and watch it go by, because we've seen everything at Limited.
I'm gonna hold on to it.
We've even seen they brought a wayfarer dinghy, Dad and a young boy. Dad saying, "Is it deep here?" And the young boy saying no. So he's hopped out, he's got over the rope, he's pulling it along. Janie and I are sitting on the wall with hundreds of people watching, having ice cream, knowing full well on a low tide there's potholes, and he dropped in his pothole, this chap. He completely went under. He wasn't happy when
He learnt the way he learnt by that one, didn't he?
but we have seen them push boats off trailers, not tied on. You see it all, don't you? So,
I am recording this because it's going to be easier for me to play it back on and us to learn from this.
we should know how to do this.
What-
Once you had one dinghy, they're all the same virtually, aren't they? I think so.
With the sails, when you've been out, especially if you've been out in seawater or anything, what do you do when you're back? Do you spray them down with, just hose them down with
I
water
do
and
it
let them,
with, yeah, ordinary
and just let them hang out?
You won't need this, that's just a pretty spinnaker in there. And there should be, with a bit of luck, oh, it's in the main sailbag, I think, yeah. I've got the rope, there's a rope for that as well. So,
So once you've rinsed them out with cold water after, you just
roll
leave
them,
them
I
to,
always roll
leave
them
them
up,
to
let them dry.
let them dry.
Sometimes I put them on the line, to be
Yeah.
fair, when I bring them back.
Do you store anything in the garage? Is it a
That's
bit
a
damp in there?
spinnaker.
Do you store any of this stuff in the garage? Or a bit damp
yeah,
in
can
there?
do. No,
just wanted my
garage is
gas.
fine.
Just been there.
Garage is fine.
Yeah.
Winter time, I must admit, sometimes I put, once they're clean and rolled up, I put them in the roof.
Put them in there. Yeah, that might be a better way to do it in the loft. Yeah.
Then what knot do we do in there?
It's not.
Ready? A figure of 8, don't we?
You see that? Do you want to try one?
Okay.
Do you want to try one? Go on then.
Where?
Bernie, show you one in a minute. You've got to try one.
Yeah. Well, you said he's been reading the books.
We'll find out now.
Just use a figure of 8 for everything.
Right, Bernie, show you again in a minute. Slowly, okay?
He's going to be getting your phone tonight and having a look. You know. Right, okay.
Right, Bernie can do another one now. Slow one. Come over here, Reese. Reese, you can do it again. Reese, watch.
Right.
Hey,
You're
watch.
twisting the rope like that. You're taking it round the back and through the hole.
And that's it.
And that's it. And that's set up for you. And then all you do, this is simple. This ties onto here. Because these won't be on here because they're just holding the trailer. I mean, you can do all different things if you want. You can put a shackle on there if you want and shackle it on, and then this just goes onto your red one. Do the same here. You can make an eye up in the rope if you wanted like that and have a shackle on it. But this is what they say down the sailing club. It's so easy for the kids to rig them.
To rig this one, yeah.
You know, and then that's it.
It's funny, ones I learnt with an Oz, they're all clips on there and everything rather than the tying them.
You can shape, as I say, you can put clips, shackles, a lot. You have to make sure it's all tied inside with your ropes, you know. Oh, actually I've got the wrong one around the wrong side, but you can sort of see how it goes there.
So it just goes around the back of the mast, obviously, and then...
That's it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's, I mean, that's not a huge sail area, is it, that one?
No. No, that's fine. What do you find with the jib? Is it mainly for just better stability and control rather than for making it any quicker or anything, really? It does go a lot quicker with that one.
And then, obviously...
Can I go in the car to warm off a sec?
I can't hear you.
Can I go in the car to warm off a sec?
Are you too cold? Especially watching this.
Oh, come on.
Go on then.
Is it what, go in the house? James, in it?
My mother's in the car.
Oh, right.
If you
You
go
can,
there with...
don't forget, like if you go gull-winged, right, is the main one way and the jib the other way.
Yep.
That's when the wind's directly behind you. So
Yep.
you can do that with
Yep.
it and that'll make the boat go
Yeah, we were always
faster.
taught that when you're tacking and you're going down and you're going down with the wind behind you, you basically just let the jib off. And
That's right, yeah. And it's like a spinnaker, you know, you can only use a
I've never used a spinnaker.
really
I've never
when the
used one.
wind is directly behind you.
When it's directly behind
Okay,
you.
because
Yeah.
you can imagine
Yeah.
that's just like a big
We'll
ball,
learn from it. I
so-
think I mean the spinnaker we've never really. I've used the jib and the mainsail with my trot
Yeah.
when I did my training and everything, but I haven't really used the spinnaker.
This is the
but
thing
we'll-
with this, you can do so many different things with it.
Yeah.
And now you're seeing it now, there's quite a big area in here, isn't there?
There is,
Like
yeah.
if you were sailing and Reese was, you know, being crew up there, got loads of room.
Yeah.
So
Do you mainly find the spinnaker is just for speed rather than stability as well? Then
No,
just for speed.
Total speed. Total speed.
So you want
Now,
you?
I went back to Norfolk Broads and raced this boat with Brian. He said there's a big river race. Will you come back? So I went and we come last, and it was a no. For a start, I don't like river racing because you're tacking. We ended up in the reeds on the start line. His boat just wouldn't turn. There was no wind. We had all these hire cruisers, and I thought, never again. He can come down here in future. I'm not. And I was getting all this grief from his mates saying, who is this guy from the Solent who thinks he can sail now then?
So you store all the sails, all the other stuff in the car, and then just the.
Yeah.
You don't transport the stuff in the boat, do you? When you.
No. I used to have a top box, a long top box. With the Dutchman, I put the ladders on the truck and lay them in the bags on top.
Right.
Yeah, now you'll get to see this now. These are the reefing points to make the sail smaller.
Okay. Yep.
So what I've done this morning, I've put the battens already in, because they can stay in, so the battens are already in the sail.
Yeah.
This sail could do with, to be honest, just a little bit of a...
What do you use? A brush and just some water on it, or
Yeah.
do you use any like
Sometimes
detergents or
use
anything?
that
Or?
upholstery cleaner.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Basically, if you always remember the blue one, which you will because it's connected to the spinnaker tail,
Yep.
so you don't use that. If you always remember, the red one pulls up the jib, and the black one here is the main one.
The black one's the main one.
Yeah. And it can't go any further than that. So this is the one you tie to the sail.
Okay.
But you could put, I mean, shackles are good, but then it's another thing to lose, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sometimes.
No. Yeah. Exactly.
So that's that in.
There's just basic knot on there, and then.
Yeah. I thought he was going to come out and learn more knots, didn't you?
I know. He's in there cold now. I'll get him back out in a minute.